Monster Jam Stadium Championship Series East wraps up its 2024 tour in Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This legendary building has been housing Monster Jam events for over a decade, and some of the best Monster Jam moments in history have happened right here in this building. What magical moments are going to take place tonight as these 12 drivers wrap up their 5-month tour? Find out next on Monster Jam.
Hello everybody and welcome.
Hello everybody and welcome. Hello everybody and welcome.
Oh boy! Oh yeah!
Hello everybody and welcome into the city of brotherly love as Monster Jam is ready to go for its final stop on Stadium Championship Series East. It has been a wild year on this series as 12 competitors have gone head to head to try and be crowned the series champion, and it all culminates tonight and the final stop before the Monster Jam World Finals. This is going to be a great event. It's the first time this series has had a dry track in what feels like forever, and I can't wait to see what these drivers are going to do. Let's meet the drivers competing today. Your first competitor, the 2019 World Freestyle Champion, Lindsey Reed in the Lucas Stabilizer. Nick Pagliarulo is driving Kraken. He got all those truck problems sorted out. The truck's been running very well. Ryan Disharoon and Shaker had such a hot start to the year, it's kind of cooled off as of late. Michael Pagliarulo will be filling in for his father, driving the Jester machine. He's been good this season when he fills in. Jamie Garner and El Toro Loco, the leader of Overboard Motorsports, having himself a fine year. John Gordon in Bad Company has gotten to become one of the top drivers in the sport this season. Colvin Art in the Black Pearl finally looking a little bit more comfortable behind the wheel after returning from his injury. Cody Saucier in Max D has not really been able to shine to his fullest extent in Max D. I think he's going to be able to do so today. Bryce Kenny in the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, what a year he has been having. Tyler Duke and Megalodon these last couple weekends has looked a little bit more like himself, but still not quite there. Tristan England driving the JCB Digatron, the defending World Racing Champion, and Tyler Menninga in Gravedigger, who is the official Stadium Series East Champion, as we will kick Monster Jam off today with racing. We will begin those racing highlights with a race in round number 1. Nick Pagliarulo and Kraken taking on Tyler Duke and Megalodon, and Nick Pagliarulo and Kraken for some reason could not figure out this track. Tyler Duke was staying smooth, but Nick Pagliarulo had the sloppiest race I've seen in a long time. He could barely keep the truck straight. It was as if every single jump he was just twisting and turning the wrong way. In round number 2, we got a matchup of the top 2 drivers on the series. Tristan England in the JCB Digatron and Tyler Menninga in Gravedigger have battled so many times this year, and they will fight for one last time on this series as they will come around the final turn to determine who will get that last win, and it was Tristan England who came out victorious and went to the semifinals. So now, that's where we go. Here we are in the semifinals. John Gordon and Bad Company and Tristan England and Earthshaker are the first pair. The winner will go to the final round in the hunt for the first 12 points in the overall event championship race. Tristan England looks like he's got a bit of an edge right now, and he's staying smooth through the final turn. And again, Tristan England is back in the final round. It seems like this man's in the final round every single day, and he will take on the winner of this race. It's either Tyler Duke and Megalodon or Cody Saucier in Max D. Neither of these guys have had a ton of success in racing this season on this series, and Cody especially would love nothing more than to get a stadium racing win. He's got a lead around the final turn. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Cody Saucier and Max D will go to the final round to take on Tristan England. Who's going to be your winner in Philadelphia? It's either Cody Saucier, Max D, or Tristan England in the JCB Digatron. Cody Saucier, such a tough racer, but so is Tristan England. This is a battle of incredible racers in 2024. Coming around the final turn. What a race, but Tristan England got it done again. He has won yet another racing competition to wrap up his tour. An unbelievable season of racing for Tristan England. The defending World Racing Champion continues to dominate in that competition all year. Cody Saucier, a valiant effort, but no win tonight. So it is time for the second competition of the day. The Great Clips Skills Challenge is Lindsay Reed in the Lucas Stabilizer started things off with a 6.136. After her was Nick Pagliarulo and Kraken, and Nick Pagliarulo really showcased some incredible two-wheel skills in this run. He was balancing that truck for quite a long time on both sides of the track. The entire stadium got a full view of what Kraken can do, and it got a decent score of a 7.113. Colvin Arndt, the Black Pearl, was next, did his standard reverse popper that he's so good at doing, and then after he did that move, he decided to go for a bicycle. This one got a little bit hairy on the sidewalls, but got him an 8.008. Tyler Menninga in Gravedigger was up next, and Tyler Menninga, a two-wheel skills world champion, showing exactly why he is a world champion in this competition, doing a beauty of a first move here. He was able to walk it a very long time, but the second move is a little bit better. Only got one move left. Walking another bicycle. He has done these so many times on the sidewalls. Oh, what a move on one wheel! Tyler Menninga has done it again. And for yet another time, Tyler Menninga is now in the top spot at a 9.193. He's been in there so many times before. Michael Pagliarulo and Jester was next. A very good slap wheelie was the first move. The second move, not the greatest. He still was able to combo a sky wheelie into a slap wheelie for a 5.490. Bryce Kenny in the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. The next competitor walked a moonwalk a very long way, had a very impressive first move, and even this combo was really out of ordinary for Bryce Kenny, and the second move was a great one too. He bounced it off the backflip ramp, and he was able to walk a really great stoppie. Two great moves, not enough for the top spot though, 7.560. Ryan Dishron and Shaker was next, and well, the truck shut down on him, and he ended up on his lid. A tough ending to the skills night for him. John Gordon and Bad Company only really had one good move here, and even that one wasn't the greatest. He wasn't able to take home a top spot either. Todd the Duke and Megalodon tried two bicycles, and for him it was the second one that really was a moneymaker. A very good move for Megalodon, a 7.737, but Gravedigger still in the top spot. Jamie Garner decided it was time to turn into an airplane. Full steam ahead for the step up! Oh yeah! That was money from Jamie Garner. It's too bad that the first move for him was not the greatest. It was not enough for him to take the top spot. Gravedigger still up there. Max D and Cody Saucier. This is a reverse popper, even though you can't really tell because you're staring at the bottom of the truck. But it was an amazing one. Cody Saucier developed into an incredible two-wheel skills driver at the stadium level so far this season, and showcasing why he is one of the best in the sport. The second move was a decent one too. The bicycle, though, if it was a little better, he might have taken the lead. It was an 8.210. The next competitor was Tristan England, the JCB Digatron, and not only is he next, he's last, so it's either he wins this competition or Tyler Menninga does, and Tyler Menninga doesn't have the highest of numbers, and Tristan England, such a king at the two-wheel skills competition. The man is able to balance a 12,000-pound truck on two wheels for what seems like an eternity. The first move, a great combo, doing what he does best, and the second move was yet another great stoppie, and this one, he was able to just keep walking and keep walking and keep walking and keep walking until he just couldn't walk it anymore. It was a great run, but not enough for the top spot, 9.081. Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger was your winner and took home the final skills win of the year. Brings us to freestyles. Ryan Disharoon and Shaker will start us off. We get a good look at that new paint job. We can't really get the full look of it because his hood's missing because he rolled over in skills. Ryan Disharoon, a very good driver, a long tenured driver, one of the longest tenured independent drivers in the sport at this point. He's been around a while. This truck has been slinging it for, I believe, about a decade. Beauty of a sky wheelie. That step up is perfect today. We saw Jamie Garner do that in the skills challenge, and now flying Ryan Disharoon with a really good move, and he is soaring. I mean, it's the final event of the year for these guys. You know, I kind of feel like there's a bit of an increased desire to go big. I mean, why not? Go big or go home. It's Philadelphia. It's the city of brotherly love. It's the final stop on your series. You might as well go as hard as you can. And especially Ryan Disharoon won't be competing in the World Finals either, so good chance for him. Oh, broken big time on the backflip. That's too bad how that had to end, but still a decent showing in his final stop of the season. Competitor number 2 in freestyle was Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken, and now Nick Pagliarulo really was sending it early on in the run, and that could always come at a cost. Sometimes the truck will end up braking on you, but ironically enough, the truck didn't break from him sending it. It broke on the backflip. It just had an awkward landing, and his run finished with an 8.424. Next up was Cody Saucier to hit the track in Max D. Cody Saucier, one of the top racers in the sport, but he could throw down a good freestyle once in a while. Normally the driver of Dragon. He was on Arena Series East this year, but he's been filling in the Max D truck ever since Tom Meents got injured. They've been having quite a few drivers fill in for him. We've seen Colton Eichelberger, we've seen Blake Ranger, and now we've got Cody Saucier, which is very cool. Cody really took advantage of this opportunity. He was thrilled when he got the call, and now he's airing it out in Philadelphia. Love that. Cody has really done great in freestyle in this truck this season. I've had a lot of fun watching Cody go out there because you could tell he knows this is not just any old Monster Jam truck. These are big shoes to fill. He's filling in for Tom Meents. And for some of these fans, they probably bought these tickets wanting to see Tom Meents. He's going to make sure they get a Tom Meents-esque performance. And he's given a pretty good one here in Lincoln Financial Field. This is definitely a great freestyle, and I'm happy to see Cody really delivering. I want to see him get a competition win, though. He has not gotten one in Max D yet. This is his last chance. The hood's starting to come off a little bit. Good old Max D style, Maximum Destruction, that's the name of the truck. You've got Max D 20th anniversary on one side, Maximum Destruction on the other. Is he going for the 8-pack? Yes, he is. He's done this move many times in arenas. He's got it. Good execution. That's how you execute that move perfectly. And now he's got some time left to work. Very good freestyle right now. Cody is delivering, certainly the best run we've had today. I love to see that out of a veteran like Cody Saucier, taking full advantage of a chance to drive in stadiums again. A bit of a wicked landing! Not gonna save it, but still, that's a good way to go out. It's been a while since we've seen Cody drive in the stadiums consistently. It was really nice to see him driving Max D, and he went out with a bang. A 9.227 is a good number. Now, unfortunately for Michael Pagliarulo and Jester, he did not have the same luck that Nick had when he was sending the truck. Well, the Jester couldn't quite hold together. Broke off a wheel after one big send, and his night was done. After him, Tristan England, the JCB Digatron. JCB Digatron is your next freestyler. He's popped a slap wheelie. He does that a lot to start off his freestyle runs. He's done that a ton of times this year. It's nice to see an arena driver go into stadiums and take the stadium moves and really do them well in his first season driving. You know, a guy like Tristan England never got to do slap wheelies in his entire life. You don't get any chance to do slap wheelies. That is something you can literally only do at the stadium level. So to see him come up here his first year driving at the stadium level and doing slap wheelies not only consistently, but well every single time, it's nice to see. I'm glad he was able to pick it up. Now, Tristan England is also, it's not like he doesn't get a chance to practice in the truck, because he does a beauty of a combo for that stoppie there. Tristan England is one of the instructors at Monster Jam University, and he is able to really drive those trucks at all different kinds of environments, so I'm sure he's gotten a chance to practice the slap wheelie before. But it's still nice to see, and Tristan has really developed into a neat freestyler this year. He's always been such a good racer and a two-wheel skills driver, but freestyle in the arenas is very different from freestyles in the stadiums. And he's developed into one of the top freestylers in the stadium level. I do feel like there's definitely room for growth, and I think he's maybe a year away from becoming one of the elite freestylers, but for right now, I'm very happy with how he's developed. He has certainly become a very good freestyler. I think he's going for that backflip ramp. The JCB Digatron hitting the backflip ramp. Ooh, another bad landing, and he's able to get a stoppie out of it, but the truck broke, so they shut him down, and unfortunately his run's going to end right there. So we've had a couple trucks break on those backflips here today, which is not ideal. It was a good run from Tristan England that's cut short, but not going to be enough for first place. That is going to place him in third right now. I think Max D in a pretty good spot as John Gordon and Bad Company comes flying out next. John Gordon and Bad Company has really been a good freestyler this year. Not afraid to fly, not afraid to get those big wow moments in there. John Gordon is certainly a really nice case to see turn into one of the top drivers in the sport. He's been in the sport for about 6 years in Monster Jam, and man, it's really been cool to see him develop. I've watched him all of those years, throughout all the years of commentaries, and to see him really turn into the driver he is today is very, very nice. And another guy who I feel like he's got plenty of room to grow too. I feel like he's maybe only 75% to the driver I feel like John Gordon can really be. It's one of the tough things about being an independent. You know, he might want to drive harder, and I believe he can drive harder and do more things, but I think the problem is being an independent, you have to pay for your own parts. You don't want to break them all the time, but John Gordon will still fly like that and go out there and put down absolute killer freestyles, regardless of the fact that he has to pay for his own parts. But I feel like if he was driving a Feld truck, we would probably see him winning a little bit more often and going a little bit more bonkers in some of these freestyle runs. And that's not to say that he doesn't go big, because he is still always driving really hard, but I would love to see what he would do if he was driving a truck that he didn't have to pay for any of the parts. So John Gordon really making the most of this track, going for that 8-pack backflip. Oh my! He got a forward momentum 8-pack backflip, and that was so clean, the truck is okay. Cody Saucier got to be a little bit nervous now, because that was a bit of a wow moment there. You don't expect to see a move like that when you see an 8-pack backflip. And dare I say, that's way more exciting than just a regular backflip. So it's almost like adding an extra punch in there. John Gordon trying to win freestyle in this final event of the year. He's got the step up in his sights. This thing's been a launch pad, and he's able to get a nice extra move in there. So this has been a good freestyle for John Gordon. He's just going to drive it and park it. I'm intrigued to see where it lands. What in the world? 8.345. So after a bit of weird scoring, Jamie Garner was next, and you could tell from the very beginning the truck just didn't sound right. It seemed like the motor was finally starting to give out after a long, hard season, and it eventually did, and his run and his season was over. Next up was his teammate Cole Vennard and the Black Pearl. Pearl representing all the pirates out there. Cole Vennard, a man who likes to call himself a pirate because he's only got one leg. The only Monster Jam driver with one leg, Big Air, using the racing lane. Cole Vennard has not had an incredible freestyle since he returned back from his arm injury, so this is a good time. It's your last freestyle before the World Finals. Go out there, tear the truck up. You've got enough time to fix it before the World Finals happens. And he is certainly looking like that's the plan. Cole Vennard is a man on a mission right now in Philadelphia, only 3 moves in. I love it when Cole Vennard can deliver a beauty of a Cole Vennard freestyle. He drove the Black Pearl truck here in Philadelphia in its debut season, so he's been here before. These fans have seen Cole Vennard drive. It's actually a fun little story. Philadelphia was the last place in which Monster Jam had Zoomies on their trucks. Cole Vennard and the Black Pearl obviously had them running at the time. The fans said it was a little bit too loud, and from there, the Zoomies were no more. And Cole Vennard and the Black Pearl went from having the most hot-sounding truck in the world to now it still sounds pretty good, but it's obviously not quite as nice as it used to sound. Going for that backflip ramp, we've seen a lot of drivers over-rotate it. Let's see how he adjusts. He adjusted very well. Very clean landing. Ooh! Almost sounded like the transmission decided to not work there, but I think he just might have had it in neutral. He got a lot of big hits early on in the freestyle. He has not filled the freestyle run with those big hits, though, but still been a good run, and I think maybe now he's going to try and really ramp it up a little bit, just like that. This is a good freestyle from Cole Vennard, really looking back to shape. Perfect time to do so, with his next event being the Monster Jam World Finals. Obviously, there's no better time to be dialed in than right before that incredible event, and Cole Vennard is looking good here in Philadelphia. That was a really good freestyle. Now for Cole Vennard, he was able to take himself an 8.793 to the bank, which was followed by Todd the Duke and Megalodon. Now there's some rain coming down on the track now, which impacts the track conditions a lot, and Todd the Duke didn't really do too much in his run. He did end with a killer cyclone, but the fans rewarded him, gave him the top spot at a 9.457. After him was Lindsay Reed in the Lucas Stabilizer, and for her, the track conditions really were different than anyone else, and you could tell she was kind of struggling to get that pace and momentum, but once she did, she actually put together a pretty solid freestyle, landed a really nice backflip, and she even started sending it a little bit towards the end, made the most of her last series event in the Lucas Stabilizer. She was able to get a 9.013, definitely a great ending, and a wild crash to finish it off. Next was Bryce Kenny, the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. Now Bryce, he was off to a good start. He was just about finding his rhythm. He had a couple big hits in there, but he wasn't quite ready to tear it up. He had a couple nice leads, but one jump and the truck broke, and unfortunately that halted any chance Bryce Kenny had of really selling it and getting a win tonight. He decided to corkscrew it into the ground and his run, which brings the final competitor of the series to the track. It is your series champion himself, Tyler Menninga in Gravedigger for Stadium Series East season with a banger of a freestyle. Tyler Menninga knows that this has been an incredible year. He's your series champion. He has been the best freestyler in the sport in 2024, and he tries to finish off the season with a great freestyle. He had a couple weird freestyles early on, and he even said on social media that he didn't really feel quite comfortable in the truck and that he couldn't have a good freestyle. It took about a month for Tyler to really lock in, but once he locked into this truck, I'll tell you what, Tyler Menninga became a man on a mission. This dude was the best freestyler we have had in a long time, and I don't expect that to stop here today. Tyler has definitely developed into arguably the most entertaining driver in the sport, if not the best driver in the sport. Oh yeah, that's a good use of the step up, nose diving it in on one wheel. How did he save that? I thought for sure that truck was going over. I thought there was no chance that that truck ended back on all fours there. He was completely pitched off to the side. I was ready to call it quits, but I should know better. Tyler Menninga is not your ordinary Monster Jam driver. He is headed towards the backflip. The rain and the slippery conditions have not slowed him down at all. He handles the backflip beautifully, even gets a little moonwalk out of it for a brief moment. Let's see what he does after that. Well, it's time to fly for Gravedigger. This is no different from any other freestyle we've gotten all year. This guy loves to get that big air, but he doesn't have the wow moment yet. That's something that he's certainly had all year. He's going to cross-thread the step up. Are you kidding me? The truck absolutely exploded. There is no better way to go out and end your 2024 season than that. Tyler Menninga in Gravedigger. Round of applause. Bravo, the best freestyler of 2024 in the year of Tyler Menninga. He just had to end it like that. The last move that this series got, and it's your winner. I didn't even think about scores. Your winner, Tyler Menninga in Gravedigger, with an amazing ending to his freestyle run and an amazing end to Stadium Series East in 2024. What a great year this series had. So many wow moments, so much fun, and what a way to go out. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.